Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Yusuf dan ini adalah tugas reading saya, Maria Montessori, number 5. The Young Doctor. Only 2 months after graduating, Maria was faced with a new and different kind of challenge. She was invited to be a delegate to the International Women's Congress in Berlin. At the Congress, she was a great success once again. She gave 2 speeches about education for women and about the condition of working women in Italy. Both speeches were received with great enthusiasm. Newspaper reporters from all over Europe interviewed her and praised her in their articles. They described the young doctor from Italy as both intelligent and charming. They were amazed too that she had used no notes for her long speeches. When she returned from Berlin, Maria settled down to serious work in Rome. She continued to work in several hospitals, including a women's hospital and a children's hospital. She also had some private patients. Some of these patients wrote letters of thanks that Maria's mother kept for many years. From these letters, it is clear that Maria was no ordinary doctor. She often stayed for hours with her patients, particularly those who could not afford nursing help. One time, for example, Maria arrived at the home of the young mother of very sick baby twins. She saw she saw at once that the mother was desperately tired, so Maria sent her to bed. Then she bathed the babies, prepared their food, and stayed with them all day. The mother believed that Maria's special care saved her children's life. Along with her hospital work, Maria continued to do research at a psychiatric clinic. She became more and more involved in this research, especially when it concerned children. She was particularly interested in the case of the so-called idiot children. These children with severe developmental problems could not function at home or at school. No one knew what to do with them, so they were locked up in hospitals. There, they were treated like little animals and they behaved like animals. Maria believed that it might be possible to do something for these children. She spent many hours watching them in the hospital. One thing she noticed was that at feeding time, they often played with bits of food. She also noticed how terribly bare their rooms were. They had nothing to look at, nothing to touch or play with until their food arrived. The fact that they played with bits of food was a positive sign. Maria thought it showed that they could respond to something, that their minds were not completely closed off. Maybe what they need was more opportunity to play so they could use their minds more. The question of the idiot children came to occupy Maria's thinking more and more. She refused to accept that they were unteachable, as other doctors said. Somehow, she felt it must be possible to reach these children with the right kind of teaching. She believed that she could help them become human again. BUM. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.